Hi, my name is Ben, and today I show you anime you should be watching. My dress-up darling. High school students Wakana Gojo and Marin Kitagawa both have uncommon hobbies. Gojo likes to make hina dolls, traditional Japanese dolls, and Marin is largely into anime and gaming, with an affinity for cosplay. Marin, a bubble girl who dresses in guru fashion, asks Gojo to use his crafty skills to help make her cosplay, and from there, a fantastic duo is born. Marin's bubbly and kind personality mixed with Gojo's reserved but determined mindset makes for an interesting relationship that breaks free of the usual setup of a guru girl with a quiet boy. And with the guru girl simply teases the boy relentlessly, while hiding her own feelings for him. Marin obviously cares for Gojo and isn't doing anything to purposely hurt him or stress him out, even if he ends up getting embarrassed while taking her measurements. My dress-up darling does have an uncomfortable amount of fan service that makes me unsure if I can really recommend it. Attack on Titan final season part. The final season of Attack on Titan may be the most contentious anime of this year's best of list. Much has been said and written on the final chapters of the Attack on Titan manga from creator Hajime Asayama's inferred pro-imperialist sentiment to the serious, uncomfortable allegorical parallels to real-life historical atrocities. Bearing these criticisms in mind, it's understandable to ask why Attack on Titan is on this list. The answer is simple. Directors Jun Shishido and Yuichiro Hayashi and Studio Mappa have taken what is a messy and devised a conclusion, and have produced through 22 episodes the best possible animated incarnation of it. The combined 1-2 punch of the season, 20th and 21st episode, alone easily ranks as one of the most shocking revelations of any anime and recent memory, rendered through some of the most apocalyptic emergently seen in the series to date. So it's nothing quite like being alone for the ride of a big anime event, where it seems everyone is watching each new development in the series and going climax right alongside you. For all its controversies, the final season of Attack on Titan represents not only the culmination of one of the significant anime of the past decade, but undoubtedly Girl Life as one of the must-watch anime events of 2022, flaws and all. Ranking of Kings. Ranking of Kings is a fantasy series where monarchs are measured by their deeds and, more importantly, their strength. Enter Bajeji, a tiny war-hunter boy who is next in line to take the throne from his alien father, who is king. Bajeji isn't physically strong and struggles to speak, thus leading him to communicate primarily through sign language. However, where his characteristic might lack in comparison to more traditional leaders, he makes up for it in heart. In the first episode, she literally takes the shirt off his back for someone in need. Ujiji is one of the most moving and compelling anime protagonists I've seen on screen. Ranking of Kings charges even the most banal of moments with the highest stakes. It makes an unlethal spar between Bojeji and his half-brother somehow feel more important than a fight between gods. He makes for the perfect protagonist, and his tiny stature and sense of awe make a sweeping fantasy land, populated with golems, wizards, and giants feel all the more grand. That being said, Bajiji is far from being the only character who stands out. Alongside him is his companion Cage, who is the sole survivor of a once persecuted clan, as well as his half-brother Zeta, who struggles to find a way to power that feels true to him. Ranking of Kings works because I will die for Bajeji. However, this series is more than an underdog story, based on the manga written and illustrated by Sosoka Toka. The anime nails all the fixings of a great fantasy series: intriguing creature, mystical and dark magic, palace intrigue, and an adventure that takes a little left to the depths of hell. It's an incredible series so far, and one that I can't recommend it enough. Killer Girl. If, hypothetically, we were living through a year that felt at times interminably bleak, the one could be glad for a show like Killer Girl out in the universe. The original anime, directed by Yashiro Arai, who also directed Full Metal Alchemist, follows three young girls training to be vocal medicine healers. They treat their patients with the power of songs, crafted specially for the individual. Killer Girl occupies a similar space in my anime rotation. It is small, contained, nourishing, and warm-hearted, and while that may not be the exact selling point, everyone is looking for their JoJo adventure. Trust that the art direction of the show offers its own rich rewards. Riz Eyes is careful to pull out the most expressive angles on any given scene, expertly alternating between the finer details and the wider scope. Couple that with lush, magical singing montages set to new pops every episode, and Killer Girl is easy and essential charm in a cruel world. Yaboy Kanmin. Yaboy Kanmin tells the story of Lian Kanmin, a 3rd century Chinese sensman and strategist who wishes on his deathbed to be reborn in a more peaceful time. Drawing his last breath, Kanmin gets more than what he bargained for when he wakes up in an alley in present-day Shibuya on Halloween night, believing himself to be in hell. Kanmin is lured by a pair of partygoers to visit a nightclub, where he meets Eika Tsukimi, a part-time bartender and aspiring singer, moved to tears by the beauty of her singing voice. And at a loss for what to do in this new life, Kanmin volunteers to become Eika's manager and use his legendary skills as a military tactician to help guide her young career. Every episode of Yabon Kanmin has been a blast so far, from using ancient war stratagems to draw in new audiences, and while underhanded rivals to recruiting reluctant allies with his freestyle rap skills, Kanmin proved himself a shrewd manager and a savvy decision maker. The heart of the show's appeal is in seeing its characters bond through their mutual love of music and the gut-busting comedy of watching Kanbi adapt to modern life in spite of being several centuries out of sync. That's not even mentioning the series' memorable title track, a Japanese cover of the Hungarian pop song Belokirili, which aside from being beautiful animated, is a total bop. Tomodachi Game. Between the mysterious underground game the teens of Tomodachi games are roped into, the capitalistic debt that keeps the playing, and the life or death stakes the more every episode, it's easy, too easy, to compare this to Squid Game. But while the latter deals in economic anxiety, the former uses that merely as a casual. The friend group is initially tricked into playing a few rounds of the Tomodachi game with a dangling promise that doing so could rid one of their friends of debt. But with a handful of episodes under our belt, it's clear that the central currency of Tomodachi game isn't yen, it's friendship. And with the camaraderie comes a lot of secrets. Tomodachi game isn't a war in its animation, and its pacing can be a bit baffling. It's the kind of anime that can make you want to pick up the manga just to see where the hell this story is going already. But if you are anything like me, hopelessly nosy for the drama that comes with people pinpoking off each other, then it's irresistible. Where can all these considerably sizzling threads lead? Nowhere good, and I cannot wait. Spy X Family. Despite only having 4 episodes out, Spy X Family's debut season is poised to be one of the best anime of 2022. The show follows Lloyd Forger, a spy who tasked with a top-secret operation to stop the leader of the National Unity Party from harming peace relations between 2 neighboring countries. His plan is to get close to the political leader by meeting him through an event host at a super elite elementary school. There's only one problem. Lloyd is a bachelor, enter his adopted daughter, Anya, and new wife, Yor. While the two don't know of Lloyd's real identity, they have secrets of their own. Anya is a telepath who can read minds, and Yor is an assassin. The family story starts with them living under the same roof, all trying to maintain the facade of family while juggling their respective secrets. Anya from the emotional and comedic core of the show, the short in her child's awkwardness, and to be frank, she stupidly brings the show together in a series of charming character moments. Upon learning Yor has literally murdered people for a living, Anya reacts with story eyes. I'm so excited. Despite these goofier moments, you get the feeling that Anya is just a girl who wants to be loved. It's funny, it's sweet, and the show has provided a much needed balm for the woes of the world. Kaguya-sama, Love is War. 3 seasons in, Kaguya-sama, Love is War setup still feels fresh. For those not familiar, Kaguya-sama follows class president Miyuki Shirogane and vice president Kaguya Shinomiya, 2 ambitious, proud, and intelligent students who decide to play a game where they get the other person to confess romantic feeling. The only problems is that somewhere along the way, they both fell head over heels for each other but now refuse to be the first to bed. As the cast grows, inviting in colorful characters like Peppy Fujiwara, gamer loner Ishigami, and goody two-shoes Maiko, just to name a few. So does the hilarity. Every week, Kaguya-sama manages to suppress itself in sheer second-hand embarrassment, and every week that somehow turns from something devastatingly cringy into something deeply heartfelt. The romantic relationship between Shinomiya and Shirogane is still at the center, but the friendship between all of the students' council members and the other people in their lives become just as compelling and moving. Cowboy Bebop. Every debate over whether or not Cowboy Bebop signature, what an science fiction masterpiece, is a pinnacle of anime, is a thematic one. It is full stop. Its particular blend of space-based cyberpunk intrigue, western atmosphere, martial arts action, and near cool insane. For is unmatched and widely appealing. Its existential and dramatic themes are universally relatable. Its ragtag group of bounty hunting characters are complex and flawed, yet still as cool. The future it presents is ethnically diverse and yearly prescient. Its English dub, boasting some of America's greatest full-time voiceover talent, equals the subtitled Japanese language original. Its 26-episode run was near perfect, and episodes that might have been filler in another series are tight out and serve the show's seasons even essay. Do not distract for its overwatching plot, which is compelling but not overbearing. It's accessible to new hands and still rewards old-timers with every repeated watch. We eagerly await arrival. We are not holding our breath. Thank Thank you for watching this video. If you like it, please subscribe to my channel. And I know, my English is so bad, but I hope you understand me. So, you have been with you. See you later. Bye bye.